So you're a baby born in the desolate, soul-crushing land of Druselstein. You're a baby born in the desolate, soul-crushing land of Druselstein? Oh, wait, no, that's actually correct. The moment you enter this world, your parents immediately decide that they hate you. I'm talking full-on disdain. The kind of parental neglect that would make a therapist's head spin. They don't even give you a fighting chance. No tender cooing, no gentle rocking in a cradle. Instead, they immediately start making life harder than it needs to be. Why? Because apparently, love and warmth are for winners. And you're a baby born in the pretty behind in the race of life, and they make sure to remind you of that every day. The universe itself has set the stage for your misery, and your parents simply follow suit. Congratulations, you're already off to a terrible start. You've just entered a world that doesn't care about you, and your parents have made sure to give you an unforgettable introduction. And it only gets worse from here. As a child, you get to watch your baby brother get everything you ever wanted. Every little thing that you've been denied for so long. A name day party? Sure. Love and affection? Absolutely. Meanwhile, you get the distinct honor of being raised by ocelots. Yeah, ocelots. Not exactly the most nurturing of creatures. Your childhood becomes a strange blend of neglect and the occasional scraps of food that you can barely call a meal. You long for affection, but all you get are cold, indifferent glares from the people who are supposed to take care of you. Very functional family, if I do say so myself. It's like living in an animal shelter when you're the only one that isn't adopted. You watch as everyone else gets the love and attention you crave. At least you've got the ocelots to keep you company. But then it gets worse. One day, your father decides that you're not worthy of pants. That's right, pants. The basic human decency of pants. Apparently, pants are a luxury. Something only privileged kids get to enjoy. While the other kids prance around in their perfectly normal school outfits, you're forced to endure the utter humiliation of attending school completely pantsless. It's a moment no child should ever have to experience. Exposed, vulnerable, and completely embarrassed. You try to ignore it, to push past the humiliation, but how can you? Everyone else notices. Everyone laughs. And you become the punchline of every joke. The kid without pants, they say. You know, honestly, I'd probably believe this guy too. It's not the kind of popularity you'd wish for. You're the kid who's ridiculed, laughed at, and avoided. All you want is to fit in, but you can't. You can't even hide behind the social safety net of pants. You've been stripped of that basic dignity. You don't have a chance to be the class clown, the fun kid who gets a free pass for being a little weird. No, you're the outcast, the one everyone avoids. You're the subject of everyone's jokes, but never the subject of their affection. You're the oddball who doesn't even get the consolation prize of a friendly gesture or a kind word. Alright, so now you're growing up with severe emotional trauma. It's okay, you're basically a normal kid at this point. A traumatized childhood leads to a broken adult, and you're certainly heading down that path. But wait, it's fine. Because you finally fall in love with an absolutely beautiful girl, and for once, things seem like they might go alright. For just a brief moment, it feels like the universe is going to give you a break. She actually loves you back. Maybe you're finally going to find happiness. Just kidding. She leaves you for a more successful man, and just like that, your fragile sense of self-worth shatters into a million tiny pieces. A little bit like the innators, but we'll get to that. You're left with even more reason to despise your existence. The rejection hits harder than any cold wind could. The hurt lingers. The wounds never fully heal. The pain becomes a constant companion. She didn't love you enough to stay. And that realization, it sinks into your bones and settles there. It's the foundation for everything that follows. Naturally, this leads you to your obvious career path. Evil science! What else are you going to do when the world has rejected you at every turn? When all your efforts have led to failure after failure? When you've been trampled on by the people who were supposed to love you? Evil science offers a perfect way out. It's a chance to get back at the world, to prove you're not just a punchline. You'll show everyone. You'll make them regret underestimating you. But you won't just do normal science. No, you're going to do evil science. Because regular science is for people who've got everything together. Your chemistry teacher, that's regular science. And you've got nothing. So why not go big and go evil? You begin your brilliant career as a mad scientist, devoting every waking moment to inventing various innators to take over the tri-state area. Because, let's be honest, if you can't have a happy childhood, you might as well rule a region that nobody really cares about. It's like finding the one place where you can make an impact. The tri-state area may not be the world, but it's something. Something you can control. It's a small victory in a world full of disappointments. You make your move, and just when you think you're about to win, boom! A small, hat-wearing platypus punches you in the face. That's right, Your eternal arch nemesis is a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal. Oh yeah, did I mention that? Not only is Perry the platypus incredibly smart, strong, and resourceful, but somehow, despite being an actual animal, he's got better social skills than you. It's almost infuriating how easily he manages to sabotage your plans. You've got the intelligence, the vision, the drive, but he's got the one thing you can't seem to master. He knows how to win. He's cool, collected, and somehow more competent than you could ever hope to be. With a seemingly infinite supply of disguises, acrobatics, and combat skills, he destroys your hard work, obliterates your dignity, and leaves you sobbing in the wreckage of your latest innator. And it happens, over and over, every single day. You're living in a time loop that repeats over and over. It's like no matter how hard you try, there's always a small furry creature standing in your way. The more you struggle, the more he seems to win. Every plan, every scheme, it all falls apart, and you can't escape it. It gets to the point where sometimes he doesn't even have to do anything. He'll just watch as you trip over your own wrench and break the innator you spent a month working on. You literally have a secret evil lair, a self-destruct button, and a massive corporation that somehow funds all of your ridiculous inventions, yet you've never once successfully taken over anything. You've got the infrastructure, the equipment, the resources, but you still don't have the one thing you really need. The support of the people. Wait, no, that's the American government. Success! You don't have success. One time, you actually came close to winning. Your evil plan was working. The tri-state area was at your mercy. The people were trembling. Your forces were aligned, and the time had finally come for you to seize control. Everything was falling into place. Finally, it was your turn. Your moment of triumph. Just as you were about to claim your rightful title as supreme leader, your daughter showed up and told you to quit being embarrassing. And that was it. So, you did. You stopped. You gave up everything. You abandoned your plans for power, for control, all because your teenage daughter called you embarrassing. She, your own flesh and blood, ruined it all with one simple remark. She saw right through you. She saw the failure, the insecurity, the desperation, and you couldn't stand it. So you folded. You gave up. Because despite everything you might believe, you still just want her approval. You want to be seen as something other than a joke. You want her to look at you with pride, not embarrassment. You want her to see you as someone worthy of admiration, but she doesn't. You even got a dog, thinking it would be a nice gift for Vanessa. You thought, maybe this will do the trick. Maybe she'll finally appreciate you. You tried so hard to make her happy. But guess what? She hated the dog. Said it clashed with her aesthetic or something. Gave it right back to you. So naturally, you showered the poor pup with all the love and affection you never got. But guess what? After everything you did, the dog liked your nemesis more than you. The dog preferred Perry the platypus over you. You can't even get a dog to love you. That's how far down you've fallen. But hey, at least you have a best friend, right? Nope. Your best friend is a robot version of yourself. At least you guys can compliment each other's hair now. That's right. You were so lonely, so desperate for companionship, that you literally built a friend. Listen, after you've lost everyone in your life, at least you still have your inventions. Because at least your inventions are cool, right? Nope, they're not. They always have a massive, ridiculous flaw that Perry the platypus exploits within minutes. Half of them don't even make sense. Why did you build a mustachinator? Why did you create a machine that only turns things slightly bigger? Why do you even bother with evil at this point? Are you even evil, or are you just bored? After years of dedicated villainy, do you know what you accomplish? Absolutely nothing. One day, the universe itself decides to humiliate you even further by forcing you to work a normal 9-to-5 job. It's the worst nightmare for any YouTuber, and evil scientist at that. And Perry the platypus? Yeah, he still shows up, just to make fun of you. It sucks to be born as Dr. Doofenshmirtz. The end. Wait, no, I forgot about the second timeline. Turns out, in an alternate dimension, you actually do take over the entire tri-state area. You become a powerful dictator feared by all. Until two teenagers and a platypus from another dimension ruin everything. And then in yet another timeline, you actually become a good guy. And then immediately become a bad guy again. Because let's be honest, you were never really good at being good. Oh, and then time travel happens. You meet your future self. And guess what? He's still a loser. What is even happening in the script at this point? What is going on? Who wrote this? Mom, the script makes no sense.